What is going on, guys? Eagle Aquatics back here, and in today's video we are going to be overhauling this tank. I'm talking about 50-gallon water change. We're going to be moving these rocks aside, and we're going to vacuum all the gravel and all the sand behind it to get up all the nasty stuff. We're going to be taking the rocks out, cleaning them off in the wastewater to get all the detritus and everything off of them. And then we're going to come up, put those rocks back over there, mismatch pile, and then move these off to the side, clean the sand behind those, clean those rocks off, and then push them back. And then we're going to redo the aquascape in here. So you guys are going to see everything that's going to happen today. Some going to do some time lapse, some talking, just explaining what I'm doing. And then hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's get started. Alright guys, I got 25 gallons worth of water here and 25 gallons of Fritz Pro RPM reef salt. So I'm going to pour it in the bucket, get to mixing. This is just 25 gallons. I'm not going to mix all 50 at once because I don't have two of these buckets. So we're going to do 25 gallons at a time. I'm going to take out all the water at once, all 50 gallons, and then I'm going to mix up another 25 gallons of water and spit that back in. So let's get started pouring this stuff in. And I do have a mixing pump in here, by the way, too. It's just some old Rio pump, but it's pretty powerful. So yeah, pour this in, wash the bucket out. Makes a little bit of cloud in the air. That'll mix up just fine. All right, guys, so before I start taking the water out, I'm gonna refill my arsenal of 25 gallons of water jugs. As you guys know, I do have the Aquatics Barracuda, the RODI water purifier, and I have a 30-gallon brute garbage can filled with 25 to 27 gallons of water, filled all the time. You can see it's finishing running right now. So we're gonna fill these up, fill the bucket back up with salt. So right after I take the 50 gallons out, put those 25 gallons that I have mixed already back in, I could have this stuff available right away, so I could put this back in that bucket, start mixing right away, so I can mix it within 15 minutes and then throw it right back in so the tank's not down for too long. So I got a pump in here, a hose. We're gonna fill up all these gallons, fill up more salt, have it ready for when we go after the next 25 gallons. All right, guys, we got the jugs all back filled, 25 more gallons. So now I'm gonna get to mixing the salt. I use Fritz Pro RPM Reef Salt. Now, I just recently switched because I just ran out of my last bucket of Red Sea. I don't find there to be too much of a difference between Red Sea and Fritz. I'm sure there's a difference in parameters and stuff, but like mixing-wise and quality-wise, I don't really find there to be a difference. This stuff mixes extremely clean. I think it's an extremely good deal for the price. Like, this box cost me 55 bucks. A box of Red Sea costs almost $80, 70, 80 bucks. So, and you mix more with this. I think it's a great deal, great quality. I forget why I mixed, or why I switched to Red Sea. I mean, Red Sea is fine, nothing against them, but you get a lot more for your money when you switch to Fritz. And this stuff's made in the U.S. too. Love this stuff. So we're gonna pour 25 more gallons worth of salt in here. For mixing 24 gallons of this stuff, I usually find there to be about 22 to 23 half cupfuls of salt to mix 25 gallons of water. It usually comes out about 1.02524. So I'll let you guys know when I get to that point. All right, guys, I'm going to explain what I do before I start siphoning the sand. So whenever I do that, I always try to move the corals that are on the sand bed up in the rocks somewhere so I don't have to move them when I'm siphoning the gravel. So I got to move this Gonapora over here, and then the old Sierra Mist trachea. So we'll throw those guys up in the rocks right now. Always have a towel also. So we're gonna move these guys up in the rocks so I don't have to move them when I'm busy siphoning. I always like, if you're doing the sand on a water change, I always like moving everything off the sand bed first, so then you don't have to do it, so it's not in your way when you start siphoning. Alright guys, we're gonna start on the left side of the tank. So I'm gonna go around this corner right here, siphon all this sand, and then we're gonna start moving gravel. Or no, we're gonna start moving the rocks to clean those. So we're gonna hop into time-lapse mode right now. Alright guys, now I'm going to start removing some of the rocks so we can get to the sand underneath them. So as I remove the rocks, I'm going to dunk them in this wastewater bucket right here. Just because it's wastewater, I'm just going to put the rocks, shake them around, shake all the detritus off of them, and I'm going to lay them over there. So you guys are going to see me remove them, and then I'll show them all over there when I'm done. Alright guys, so we got this side of the tank all clear. Did you guys see how nasty all this sand was? Absolutely disgusting. So that's why, I mean, I recommend even a couple years, if you have a decent sized tank, just to move around the rocks and you want to change it up a little bit, take the rocks out, dunk them out in the old water to get all the detritus off the rocks. Take them out and get behind there with the siphon, because that sand gets really, really nasty. So we got all this rock moved over here. I'm going to move the rest of these dogs over here. And then we're going to move on to this side, which I believe this side is way more disgusting than over here. Just from what I've seen and the collection in the sand over here. So it should be really interesting. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. So we're going to move all this back over here. And then we're going to start getting into these rocks next. Alright guys, we're going to start on this side of the tank. So just like the other side, I'm going to go around the perimeter of the rocks first, just to get some water in the bucket so I can wash off the rocks. And then we'll start taking apart the rocks and putting them in the middle. 50 gallons of garbage. Alright guys, so we finished vacuuming all the sand. I got every square inch of sand in here, and it was disgusting. So, and I cleaned all the rocks off also, of all the detritus and everything. So that's 50 gallons of water. So we're down about halfway, almost in the tank. And the rocks are just in ruins right now. So we're gonna fill the tank back up with this first 25 gallons. After we're finished with that, I'll pour the second 25 gallons in salt in there, which is sitting over there. Pour that and then fill the rest of the way.
Alright guys, so that wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The deep cleaning of the reef tank. We are in the renovation project of this tank. In the next video, you guys will be seeing me completely re-aquascape this whole entire tank. We're going to be putting the corals in different places. We're going to be switching up the rocks completely. It's all going to look different, and eventually we will be adding more fish and coral to this tank, and it will look amazing again. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you found it satisfying with the siphoning of the gravel and everything. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You guys know I read and reply to every comment listed below. So if you have any comments, don't hesitate but to ask. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Eagle Aquatics if you want to, at Eagle Aquatics on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in the next video for rebuilding this tank.